ready for victory is more than likely. But we'll see.
What are you talking about? I live in Dub City.
Don't even.
You know I live in Dub City.
Don't even start
I
that
have
nonsense.
my house, a lot of real estate. I live in Dub City.
You're the mayor of Jokeville. You don't live in Dub City. You're the commissioner of Luxembourg or something. It's awful.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in to another episode of One Last Take, or possibly Talk Sports, Talk Life, and a little advice.
I like it. I like the way it rings.
I don't know.
What are we talking today, though?
Today, we will talk about the NFL Week 9 previews. And you know what, Ruben? Last week, congratulations. You outperformed me.
I think that's right. I think the fact that you left Adam Thielen in one fantasy roster is enough of a sign that I would have won that week. And that makes 2 weeks in a row.
No. No, we're not counting that week. So the week before last.
Are you talking about the last time we officially made a picks?
The official picks.
The official pick
yes,
tracker.
You won. You had more correct than I. And so this time, folks, listeners, we will mix things up. This time I will go down the list of games for this week. And Rubizmo will make his decision on what he thinks the spread is.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, how are you feeling? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling
Well, I mean,
worried?
everyone knows, okay?
Yeah.
There's no surprise.
Everyone knows. What do everyone know?
Everyone knows I am new to the spread game in the sense that I'm used to picking winners and losers. I call heads and tails. I call balls and strikes, okay? You're asking me to sort of venture off into a secondary area. And while I'm more than well equipped to do that, I cannot guarantee any measure of consistency in what I believe versus what the public believes.
Man, I asked a simple question. How do you feel right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good.
You're not worried at all?
I think these games will be pretty easy. I think week 9 is fairly. There's a lot of teams on a bye. Not as many as next week, but should be an easy week, I think.
Okay, well, let's get started.
Thursday night.
Fire
away.
Are you familiar with the matchup?
Niners, Cardinals.
Niners visiting the Cardinals. What do you think the spread is?
Niners favored, probably. No David Johnson, no Chase Edmonds. In Ruben's world, I would favor the Niners by like 13.5, something like that.
The Niners are minus 10.5.
Bet heavy on the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals are covering.
Clearly, at this point, if they're going to get... Wait, am I doing that right?
You are not.
Okay, well, see, that's why Vegas is rich off of me. Bet heavy on the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, this feels like an open and shut case. Okay, you know, just like I know, the Cardinals team has a lot of heart. They have a lot of moxie. They have a lot of chutzpah. They don't have a lot of talent right now. Now, players are injured. Fitzgerald's old, and Kyler Murray's kind of out there by himself. I don't believe in Christian Kirk yet. And the Niner defense is legitimate. We saw what they did to the Panthers and your boy Kyle Allen last week.
I am very happy you finally admit the Niners defense is legitimate.
Oh, no, I absolutely think they're legitimate. I don't think they've been tested yet. But I think two things can be true. I can be an amazing boxer and never have faced anybody good yet. So that's kind of where they are. They're right now like in their 10-0 phase when they're fighting a bunch of taxi cab drivers. And we're going to get closer and closer. They're going to start fighting, more Mexican and American boxers. And you're going to be like, okay, these are legitimate boxers now. Right now they're just fighting who knows who. Guys at the back alley and clobbering them as they should. Jimmy Garoppolo to me is a mystery. He hasn't been asked to do anything.
What do you mean it's a mystery?
What is he, a top 5 quarterback?
No.
He's undefeated?
Top 5. What?
So there it is. Is he a top 10 quarterback?
Man, you know what? I think Mitchell Trubisky could be undefeated with this team right now.
That's my point. I don't know what Jimmy Garoppolo is.
He's not a mystery. He's not.
Is he good?
He's below average.
How do you know?
Because I'm watching the games.
He hasn't failed.
If you were above average, you would flash. He isn't even flash.
How can he flash if they're running for 2 bills a game? When Tevin Coleman's getting 4, what do you want him to do?
I want some flashes here and then.
There's just he's almost like a poor man's Russell Wilson in that.
What?
And what I mean by that is that Russell does whatever it takes to win. And Jimmy is kind of just, oh, you're going to run? Yeah, I guess I'll just run.
Exactly.
Every single time and never have to actually prove myself. Like, he's almost like got imposter syndrome for real. Like, he knows he shouldn't be there as the starting quarterback, and he's like, let's just keep running. That's what I see.
I To me, I'm not impressed, and I don't need to see anything out of him because if he was really a good player, he would have shown something. He hasn't shown anything.
Who do you have winning?
Who do I have winning? Well, I wanted to know who you had in the pick'em.
In the pick'em, I like the Niners to win. I like the Niners to cover. This is an easy game. Thursday night. I know you hate Thursday night because you're a hater, but the rest of us love Thursday night.
I like to be entertained, and I'm not going to be entertained. Let me be honest. I don't even know. I'm going to watch this game, but I don't even think I'm going to be entertained. I think the Niners are going to go up big. They're going to continue to run the ball. And you know what? There you go.
I don't know. I think it'll be entertaining. I think it'll be. I you know what? If entertainment is based on expectations to some degree, and I do expect this to be a fun game. I want to see Kyler Murray. I haven't actually had a chance to watch just a whole game of him solely. Like, I've seen him on Red Zone. I've seen several drives. I've seen, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so to speak. But I've never had a chance to watch a rhythm and flow sort of game. Also, Rhythm and Flow, great show on Netflix. Just throwing that out there.
What's that?
Rhythm and Flow with Cardi B and T.I. and Chance the Rapper.
Oh, no. I haven't gotten around to that.
Hey, get on it. Cardi B is made for TV. But that's neither here nor there.
I am actually 100% with you. The Niners cover.
Yeah.
And they win. Straight up.
Fantasy players of note in this game? On the Niners side?
Niners defense.
Yes. Yes.
Tevin Coleman.
Brady, is he going to be healthy?
I don't care. Tevin Coleman.
He is the Terminator 2.0, or was it TF-1000, where he dies and then always regenerates in time, right? Like he breaks something, and then he comes back just in time to survive. And I think he'll start the game and get hurt.
But they don't even need him. They have Mostert as well.
Isn't Mostert hurt? I think they're all hurt. I think Mostert's hurt, like a concussion or something. I think Jeff Wilson Jr. has like gas or something. Like,
forgot about that guy.
There's
Who are you starting for the Cardinals? Are you starting Kenyon Drake?
No, 0% chance I'm starting any Cardinal in this game.
Not even Kyler Murray?
Not Kyler, not Christian, not Larry. What's the best upside scenario? Like, they fall behind by 30 and just have to throw their way out of it. I don't want garbage time to be my selling point. Larry Fitzgerald is a wide receiver 3 at best. There.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm picking the Cardinals to cover.
Okay, go for it. This is how you lose. This is how when you take your gut feeling, and then you renege on it, and you go with some nonsense pick like Cardinals to cover the 10.
You may be right. Moving on. This game is played in London.
Oh, this would be good.
Are you familiar with the game?
I have no idea what's coming.
It's an early game.
Oh, a 6:30 West Coast start time. I hate those.
I love it. I have a hard time sleeping, so I'm going to be up anyways.
I'm annoyed with it because I have to watch those live, and I hate commercials. I hate the drag between it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, make it convenient for me. NFL experience is great on TV.
Your boy, Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Or taking on the Jacksonville Jags. The Jags
the
are
London
always
Jaguars.
played over there.
The London
They're
Jaguars.
always playing over there. Watch it now.
That actually changes things. That is an interesting turn of
It should
events.
be entertaining, exactly.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game.
It will. You got your boy Gardner.
Yeah, got my boy Deshaun.
D-Hop.
Yeah.
Chark.
Hey, this is a good game. This is a good game all around. Everyone involved. Fournette's going to be there.
I didn't want to say Fournette because I know that's not your boy.
He's not, but he's been producing this year, and I'm not going to take that away from him.
I'm glad you're finally seeing
Yeah,
it.
he's catching a lot of passes.
Seeing the light. What do you think the spread is?
Last time these two teams played, I think it was like 7-6 or 6-10, something small like that. That's an anomaly. It was Gardner Minshew's first start. Deshaun Watson wasn't the MVP front runner like he almost is now.
CMC.
Nope, he's fourth. But I think that right now.
Whoa, he was third. How do you go to third or fourth?
Aaron Rodgers is now there ahead of him.
I'm okay with Aaron.
Yeah,
I like Aaron.
Yeah, I might put Aaron Jones ahead of him. Be careful. I think that the spread on this one has to be Houston has to be favored. Houston's probably favored by like 5, is my guess.
So your guess is Houston is favored.
By
They're
5.
-5.
-5.
Houston is -1.5 as of right now.
There it is. Everybody sell the family farm. Buy into Houston.
Cover. So you want Houston to cover.
I got Houston winning. I got Houston covering. I told you last time these two teams played, it was a close game. It was a bad game for Deshaun. He had 1 rushing touchdown in that game. Gardner Minshew, did he miss DJ Chark at the end? No, they think they took it out of his hands at the end. I think they decided not to go for it. But No, Deshaun Watson will be great. I know London's at home in this one. The Jaguars are at home in London in this one. But I don't think that's going to make a difference. Let's go, Houston. Let's rock and roll. Let's steal this. Let's get this division back under control. Because I'm tired of the Colts and that bum team running the division right now.
So I'm going to say this, and I mean what I'm saying. Jacksonville cover, and Jacksonville win.
You want to give us a score on that? 7-6?
28-20. Why are you stuttering?
The Houston Texans are only going to score 20 points?
Yeah, about 20.
Is Jalen Ramsey coming back?
I hope not. He better stay in L.A.
Who is going to stop Deshaun Watson?
What do you mean?
The Jaguar defense is a joke. If they weren't playing the Jets and that incompetent offense this past week, we would have seen that. They're awful.
Okay,
Deshaun Watson might go for 3 bills in this game.
35-30 Jags.
I got something like 36-24 Houston. I don't think this is even...
This is why we disagree.
I just don't know how it's going to happen. I expect great things from Gardner Minshew because the Houston defense is trash too.
Exactly. And Leonard is going to do his thing. All you have is Deshaun and D-Hop. You don't have anything else.
What about Kenny Stills, a.k.a.
What about Kenny
Bills?
Kenny Still ain't.
That's
what it is. Kenny still ain't.
Kiki QT's going to be chewing up yards underneath.
Kiki.
Yeah, hey. First of all, my man threw a touchdown with a foot in his eye. Okay, I'm not worried about Darren Fells is going to be great.
That eye is swollen, man.
Yeah, it is. Should he wear a mask? Would you wear a mask?
Honestly, I've always been surprised quarterbacks don't wear a mask. So when they're looking a certain way, defenders can't read their eyes.
Oh, you mean like a Michael Vick dark mask?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see.
Why can't they see?
I feel like it would be impeding in some way. I don't know why.
If you practice in it all summer long,
prep for it.
I just look down the field, and they don't know. I mean, I can move my head a certain way, but I could just be looking another way.
Right.
And, you have to do the peek. But then some quarterbacks use that to their advantage. They lock onto a safety.
That's true.
Keep them in a position.
That's a great point. You want to lead the defender a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And if I got a skinny post coming on the right, let's say, look short left and bring
right, because with the shield, you really have you can't really guide them a certain way.
Yeah, safety has to actually be honest on defense in that sense. Let's go. Let's go Houston.
All right. That was so we disagree yet again.
That's 3 different spots at
two.
this point. Well, you also like the Niners to win. There's 4 total picks. You like the Cardinals on the spread.
Oh, right. I do like the Niners to win.
Yeah.
But the Cardinals to cover.
So 3 different already.
3.
I'm up 3 already, everyone. You heard it here.
Next game. The Bears are taking on Fly Eagles Fly.
I got the Eagles by 10.
Oh, wow.
10-point favorite.
Fast. Okay.
Did you see the Bears' performance last week?
Mm-hmm.
How they ran the ball all day long?
Yeah, they should have
Still
won.
Managed to lose this game.
Yeah, they should have won the game.
I would never pick Matt Nagy to win a game, and I hope he gets embarrassed by the Eagles. I like the Eagles by 10. I got the win in this game, probably somewhere along the lines of 28-14. The Philadelphia run defense was supposed to be good. It was supposed to be strong. They've been getting chewed up recently. I think they make a stance here. This is a great game. Eagles win. Love it.
You didn't even give me the opportunity to say what the actual spread is as of today.
What's the actual spread?
Well, the Eagles are at home and -5.
Not enough. Bet the farm. No, don't bet the farm. Take it back. Take your farm deed, put it back in the drawer. Don't do that. Carson Wentz, every so often, he'll put up a stinker, catch on guard. It ain't happening this week because always Trubisky puts up a stinker, so they should be fine. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a defensive touchdown this game from the Eagles as well. I think this is a good game for them. What's your take?
I think the Eagles win and the Bears cover.
How are they going to score? How are you even putting Trubisky within 5 points of the Eagles? Are the Eagles just bad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, fair enough then.
Defensively, yeah. I watched the Eagles last week when they took on the Bills.
Yeah.
They blitzed Josh Allen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do the same thing to Trubisky. You definitely could.
Right. And you think Trubisky's going to beat him?
No, I think the running game is going to help.
Okay. So you think he's going to slip through the blitz once or twice?
And I think the Bears get a defensive score this week.
Oh, jeez. No. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see Miles Sanders featured more.
Isn't he injured a little bit?
I think he had a shoulder injury late, but he should be fine to go. But Jordan Howard has played well, but he's not the future.
How? He's like, what, 24? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Miles Sanders isn't practicing as of Wednesday.
Mhm.
And no, he's not the future. He's not. He's an ex-Bear, revenge game. But Miles Sanders, the young rookie, he's got that it factor. You can see it in him. He's got everything but rocks in his pockets. He's a little light in the britches, it looks like to me.
When I think X Factor, you have to be healthy. The boy can't stay healthy. Not an X Factor.
I mean, the reports are that he's not going to miss time, so it's healthy enough for me. Get out there and play. His explosion, his speed, he had a run last week. He is a talented player with football skills.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was featured a little more, I think he would be next year. Is he going to be someone that we're talking about as a top 3 pick, third top 3 round?
Everything you're telling me right now reminds me of what I heard all this year and last year about Kerryon Johnson.
I've seen more from Miles Sanders than I saw from Kerryon Johnson.
Miles hasn't had the games to carry. Kerryon had like 2
I've seen
games in a row.
explosions from Miles. He's jumped off the screen to me.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm using. You know what? That's the problem. You're looking at numbers. I'm using what I call the eye test.
I saw the eye test.
And Miles Sanders is passing with fly Eagles flying colors. Okay, he's looked tremendous to me. I like the offense. I like the boldness. And it's Philadelphia compared to Detroit. Ain't nobody trusting Detroit in the running game.
If
They
you keep
ruined
talking
Barry
like
Sanders.
this, you are going to make me take the Bears to win
Hey,
straight
you
up.
take the Bears.
I'm not.
I ain't worried
But the
about
more
that.
you talk, the more I think, man, he's so wrong.
Yeah, no. This is a good game for the Eagles. Jordan Howard will be good. Alshon Jeffrey has played really well, actually. He's
of course.
surprised me with
Why?
how well he's played.
He's good.
He's slow.
He's a possession receiver. You don't have to be that fast.
Yeah. It surprises me with his consistency. I'm happy for him. I have him on the team and in the league, but it just surprises me.
Isn't Zach Ertz? He's so disappointing this year.
Woo. Zach Ertz is my boy. I discovered Zach Ertz. One of the many. I discovered him, Adam Thielen, Cooper Kupp. You see a theme. The key here is that Zach Ertz is being sniped by Dallas Goedert. They've got talent, and Carson Wentz isn't relying on him. You trust him to turn around the rest of the season? Would you rather have a quick Zach Ertz or Kelsey rest of the season? I'm going to go through some names.
Kelsey.
You breathed awful loud into the
Yeah, because I don't like either.
For
I'd rather have Waller
Wow.
than both of these guys.
Okay. I mean, that certainly changes the scope. Austin Hooper or Zach Ertz?
Hoop.
Evan Ingram or Zach Ertz? Listen to that pause.
Ertz.
All right. Kittle or Ertz?
Kittle.
Mark Andrews or Ertz?
Andrews.
Hunter Henry or Ertz?
Henry.
Wow. Jimmy Graham or Ertz?
Ertz.
Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. It feels like he's fallen. It feels like he's fallen.
He's definitely fallen
far. Good luck to Zach Ertz in getting back on track. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know.
Speaking of luck and the no luck Colts.
Yes.
The Indianapolis Colts, which you have a disdain taste for.
I do.
Are traveling to Steel City.
Yep.
What do you think the spread is?
This is a hard game for me. And it's not because I don't have an idea of what's going to happen. It's because I do have a disdain for the Colts. And I also have a disdain for the Pittsburgh players and really the whole organization. I hate all of Pittsburgh right now. I'm anti-Pittsburgh.
This because of Le'Veon and Antonio?
Yeah, because of the way they did my boys, in particular Le'Veon. So I'm always pulling against Pittsburgh. That they've been able to pull out victories stuns me.
Yeah,
the
Dolphins, triple Bs are gone.
Yeah, and the team is triple trouble. They foolishly got rid. You know what? They got rid of the first round draft pick to get Minka Fitzpatrick. Wasted decision. They could have just lost out the season. Got Tua Tagovailoa coming out of college and had a quarterback ready to go for when Big Ben departed.
Man, if you don't give me what do you think the spread is?
I think this is probably like a 3-point game. I think Pittsburgh's probably favored by about 3.
So you have Pittsburgh Steelers -3.
Yeah.
As of right now?
Yeah.
+1.
Ladies and gentlemen, put all your money on the Steelers. As much as I hate them, as much as I absolutely despise what's happened to the talent of that organization, they've produced. Now, that being said, it is completely dependent on James Conner. Okay, so I don't want people running out there. Well, James isn't healthy, so let's put him out there anyway. Now, this is a complete James Conner move. If he's not playing, then we got trouble. That's simple, right? This is open and shut case. He's got a little shoulder injury. It's funny when Miles Sanders had an injury. I'm like, oh, he'll be fine. Connor's got a shoulder. I'm like, I don't know.
Because Connor's always hurt.
Yeah.
He's battling injuries all the time.
You know who's not always hurt? Le'Veon. I'm just saying.
He might as well be. He ain't producing.
He's emotionally hurt, stuck on that team. Oh, my goodness.
No, he signed with that team. He
Yeah,
followed
he's
the
getting paid.
money.
And he did the right thing. Get paid. Because the championships aren't a guarantee. Get that money. I'm not worried about that. Juju keeps producing. Juju beat me in 2 leagues this past week.
He keeps producing. That man's been up and down. What are you talking about?
He's had 2 bad weeks, unfortunately. He's had 2. And
So who you got?
I got Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh winning. I got Pittsburgh covering. I don't know if I believe in beef brisket. I don't know if Jacoby is going to get the job done on the road. He's been better than I expected. He's not Andrew Luck, but he's been better than I expected. And so congratulations to him. I don't believe in Marlon Mack.
Why don't you return the return of the Mac? What are you talking about?
I liked him last year when I thought he was going to come into the season healthy, and he had the hammy that kept him out, and just things never worked out.
Hurt everyone.
This year he's produced. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'll be one of those people who goes down with the ship. He's clearly a good back. I don't think he's as good as he's looked, and so I don't know if the Steelers' defense is the thing to test him, but I like the Steelers this game. They've been getting lucky more than they're good, I believe, and I think that luck will continue. Colts should have lost last week. But again, when it comes down to Adam Vinatieri, bet your house, bet your farm, the house, the car, everything you got.
Yeah, money V, as my friends call him. So I actually, go figure, I disagree. I am taking the Indianapolis Colts to win this game, to cover.
Based on
and
what?
Win, straight up. I like their roster better. I think Jacoby is a better quarterback. I think Marlon Mack is a better running back. I think the receiving core is about even. And the defense, I actually like the Colts defense a little better than Pittsburgh.
I like the Colts defense a lot more than Pittsburgh's. But I guess.
There's no guessing. That's what I think.
That's fair enough. Fantasy-wise, how much do you love Eric Ebron in this game? How much are you loving T.Y. Hilton in this game?
I don't love anybody except Marlon Mack. You know what? I do like T.Y.
There it is. He likes T.Y. in this game. I do not, and for good reason. He's unreliable.
And I told you don't snuck and maybe say the man's name. The man's name is Eugene Hilton. Eugene.
He's T.Y. His friends call him T.Y. I'm going to call him T.Y.
I ain't his friend. It's Eugene.
Yeah. I'm not interested in this game, to be honest with you. I don't think the Colts
it's a close game.
Like I said, I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't think they're making the playoffs, so I don't care about them. And you talk about the Colts. I don't think they'll win the division. I just don't like the Colts right now. I don't like the way they did my boy Peyton. I don't like the way they caped up for Andrew. And just generally speaking, I'm anti-Colt right now. So I'm pulling against them. Maybe because I'm pulling for Deshaun. That's why I'm anti-Colt more than anything.
Yeah, probably.
That stands to reason. Yeah.
All right, so next matchup. The Washington Redskins are going to Buffalo.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I like Buffalo to win. I think
spread.
Yeah, and I think if I was the person setting the spread, I got Buffalo -5.
Well, my friend, they're -9.5.
Woo!
You still like Buffalo?
I still like Buffalo. I love Buffalo. Do I like them to cover? No. Give me Washington. My boy F1 should go off. I heard Case Keenum's back at the helm. I don't have to worry about that fraud, Dwayne Haskins, that semi-pro bum, Dwayne Haskins. Looks like he's someone. Oh, my God. As long as Case Keenum stays under helm, I think the game stays close. He's not afraid to throw. He opens up the field. I'm hearing reports about Darius Geis might be returning soon. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. It just adds another running back, something they haven't had for a while, because Chris Thompson's been out for days, it feels like.
He's hurt every year.
Yeah, that's why when you get him, he performs, and you trade him before week 4, and you always get something decent for him.
You have the Redskins covering, but you have Buffalo winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
I actually agree 100%. I have the Redskins covering and Buffalo Bills winning.
Yeah, this is a nice one. And I'm going to be honest, I'm pulling for Josh Allen. Okay, and I know you want to hold his racist tweets against him from high school or whatever.
I do not care about that stuff.
I'm not doing that, okay? I let the past be behind you.
I don't see anything. He looks like Cam Newton to me. Maybe that's why you like him, and that's probably why I dislike him.
I don't think he looks like Cam Newton at all.
He looks like Cam to me.
I think Cam showed a lot of talent and potential and athleticism and moxie.
Yeah, he
and
looks
swag.
like this version of Cam. He doesn't look like...
He looks like an injured Cam
He
Newton?
doesn't
I
look
agree.
like young stallion Cam Newton when that boy was actually passing the rock.
Yeah.
I like that Cam.
Yeah. That was before Ron Rivera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible coach.
Ron
is an awful coach. He needs
Riverboat
to go.
Ron is
Riverboat
terrible.
Ron has stifled Cam Newton's growth as a quarterback.
He's not an offensive guy,
Yeah, I know, and it shows.
but that defense has been great.
1 year.
It's been good this year.
Good, not great. If they're so great, why'd they give up 4 touchdowns to Tevin Coleman?
I don't know.
Yeah. I know,
I'm not a
just saying.
Panther fan.
Like, what was it? The most points the Niners scored like in the franchise since like '92 or something. That was something stupid like that. It was a ridiculous number of points. Either way.
You know what? Speaking of the Panthers,
Hold on, I just want to say for the record.
Okay,
I want to finish off on Josh Stallion himself. I've been pulling for this guy. I want them to take on the Patriots. I want them to take this division. I like what Buffalo's growing. I like the fan
what's
base.
gonna happen when they take on the Patriots?
Yeah, the Patriots are going to take another cheap shot, spearing him in the face mask, knock him out of the game for a 15-yard penalty, and then just walk through Matt Barkley. I'm just saying, I want this team healthy because I think they have what it takes to take down the Patriots because I don't believe in New England. But that's a story for another day. So good luck to them.
I
Washington.
don't know why you don't believe in New England.
Again, Mike Tyson is 10-0. Get me to some legitimate boxers, and then I can figure out what you're doing.
You know, Mike can knock out legitimate boxers as well.
and when he does it, then I can give him more credit. That's all I'm saying. When you're early in your career, it's
Who
hard.
won the Super Bowl last year?
The Patriots won the Super
All
Bowl.
right, then. Are you ready to move on?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, before we go on, if I could pull a Matthew Berry real quick. And his team, the Washington football team. How much do you like Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Why do you like him so much this week?
Is he the Rookie of the Year?
Offensive Rookie of the Year? Yeah, I think so.
I think Terry McLaurin might be one of the best rookie wide receivers in a long time. I'm talking Julio Jones level good as a rookie. And I've been trying to scrape my brain.
Whoa. What about my boy Cooper Kupp and Juju a couple years ago?
Love Cooper Kupp.
Last year.
I discovered Cooper Kupp. We've gone through this before. I like Cooper
You
Kupp.
did not discover Cooper Kupp.
He is not Terry McLaurin. He is not that good.
And what about Juju?
Juju is nice. He's a fun story. He is not Terry McLaurin. I don't think he's as good. I think he's on a team that that uses him to the max. He was also opposite Antonio Brown his whole career, that 1 year. And so he didn't get the main coverage. He's been lucky this year on a couple breakaway runs. Terry's broken away a couple times. Juju couldn't make it to practice when he lost his bike. Terry came out mature, driving. So
Juju was younger, man.
Yeah.
He's like he was 19.
my sister went to USC and had a class with Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay.
And he wasn't the brightest light bulb in the package.
We already know that.
I think Terry
He's
McLaurin.
a football player.
What does that mean? I think Terry McLaurin's a great player. I think Terry McLaurin's a wonderful player. I think he's a brilliant man, probably. Christian McCaffrey was taking classes on like nuclear physicist in Stanford. That don't mean a football player doesn't mean you're dumb.
Majority of them are.
But Juju might be a few light bulbs short of a Christmas tree, or however the expression goes.
I am moving on. I'm not going to let you disrespect Juju like this.
I'm just pushing Terry McLaurin.
I do like Terry. Scary Terry. I don't care if you don't like the name. Scary Terry's playing very well. So,
F1.
Tennessee Titans, tighten up, are taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Is Marcus Mariota the quarterback?
Not that I know of.
Darn right, because he's a bum.
I
want
agree.
everyone. And
He is a bum.
And come at me on Twitter. I told you that before. They came at my throat, and ever since that day, he's been trash. He got benched, and Ryan Tannehill started winning games. Marcus Mariota, garbage. Just want that on the record, officially. I don't know what to do this game. I wasn't sorry. Kyle Allen is starting this week. They already announced it.
As he should. Cam's done.
Cam is not healthy, and here's what I like the most about it. I heard another person make the same point. I completely agree that when Kyle Allen lost, it was a perfect reason to put Cam back in. Like, you couldn't put him in while he was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he lost. Okay, now we can put Cam back in. And they're still not putting Cam in, which means they're going to wait until Cam is healthy. Right?
Or they know Cam is done.
If he's not healthy, he's not healthy. Like, it's just this. He said he wasn't coming back, and don't come back. I don't want him rushing. I just know that when Cam's return to the field is not going to be predicated upon Kyle Allen and the team's performance. It's just going to be based upon when he's healthy. And so when he's healthy, he's going to be good to go. Week 11, they play Atlanta. I'm looking at that one. I'm eyeballing that game as the Cam's return. You heard it here first. But
the spread.
you've been touting the Carolina Panther defense. You love Christian McCaffrey, another player I would say I discovered,
CMC
but we all love him.
is the MVP of the league.
He's not. I think the Carolina Panthers are favored, and they're probably favored by about 6.
You've yet to get one right, by the way.
But in another way, I've also achieved a lot, and that's really showing what I believe versus what the public believes. And it's one thing we've learned is to fade the public. So
this isn't the public. This is Vegas.
The betting lines are set by public betting.
They are swayed. They are set and then moved.
Yeah, and then sway, exactly. What's their line?
-4, Carolina.
That's 6-4. A touchdown here or there. If Christian McCaffrey's that guy, then you should be fine.
So what do you have?
I like the Panthers to win. I like the Panthers to cover. It's still Ryan Tannehill. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is a leader of men. You don't think he's a leader of men. And while he's been good for their offense, aesthetically, and for A.J. Brown, I don't believe in him as an actual winning quarterback. Well, what are you doing?
These teams play very similar. They run the ball a lot. They like to play smash mouth, and they have good defenses. Both the quarterbacks are a bit mobile. So I would say I like Tennessee to cover and the Panthers to win.
Tennessee to cover and the Panthers to win.
Yeah.
You got this as a close game.
Yeah, I do.
What's your take on Derrick Henry?
He's a swole man. That's a solid running back right there.
He's kind of a small giant.
Yeah, that's what I think. When I see Derrick Henry, I say, whoa.
As a running back, is he even good?
Yeah, I think he's really good.
How many 100-yard games does he have this year? If you were to guess.
Wait, total?
Rushing.
Rushing?
He's a running back. How many 100-yard games does he have rushing?
I don't think he has any.
He's got one.
Against who?
Exactly 100. Took him 27 carries.
Against who?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't.
I don't know if he's a good running back. He's big and strong and intimidating. And at the end of last year, when he was just grown manning everybody, I was like, oh, that's kind of what I thought you would do as a rookie every single game from there on out. He's not fast necessarily, but for some reason they can't catch him. And when they do, he just swats them down like a
but
fly.
see, the Tennessee offense, you're not really afraid of them passing, so you can.
You weren't with Marcus Mariota.
You are not afraid of Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not afraid.
I'm not. The tight end, was it Jonnu Smith? Welcome to NFL. He played really, really well. And everyone said
he's athletic, man. He's a good athletic tight end.
Do you believe that he's a top 10 tight end going forward? Or is he just a piecemeal so long as Delaney's out?
Yes, I think he is top 10 going forward.
You got Tim. Jonnu Smith or Zach Ertz?
Zach Ertz.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, he's a nice little piece. I don't really know if there's much on Tennessee, though, that you can trust. Again, as long as Tannehill's the quarterback.
Whoa. You were talking about how you expect Corey Davis and Brown to have some good games because of Tannehill.
And they have. And they have had the best
Corey
games
Davis
of their
had
season.
a goose egg.
Yeah, I said one of the two. Go back and listen to the film. Listen to the recording. I said, when Tannehill took over, I said, watch out for the Titan receivers. I can't tell you who, but there's a strong possibility that one of them is going to have a good game because Tannehill can actually throw the ball.
So it's going to alter?
It depends on who he has a feeling with, I suppose. It's kind of altered, right? Corey had receptions and AJ's getting touchdowns until this past week. So, I mean, we'll see. I think Corey Davis is more talented. He was certainly drafted as that. We just got to find a way to get him the ball. I don't know if this is the matchup to do it, though. Carolina, Christian McCaffrey is amazing.
Best running back in football.
A little annoying that Kyle Allen leans on him so heavily. And I mean that in the sense of, like, you have receivers that are quick and that are moving downfield. You don't have to check down to Christian every time.
He's the best receiver on the team.
He thinks he feels – he might be one of the best receivers in the NFL. That's not a shame to say that. But, like, I'm just saying there's almost an overusage. And I know that's not really possible in a sense. Like, if he's good, give him the ball. Le'Veon does it. But, like, every single play, check down, check down. Like, that works against bad teams. That's not going to get you the championship. Ask Phillip Rivers how checking down every single play works.
Are you starting anyone else besides CMC in the Panthers defense?
You're coming up on buys. I don't want to start Curtis Samuel. I can't cut him yet because I put so much draft stock in
You
him.
can cut.
And that's
If
where I
you
am.
told me to cut Damian Williams, you can cut Curtis Samuel.
You know what's worse? I have Curtis Samuel and Damian Williams on a team, and I'm stuck.
Hypocrite. You dropped
Whoa,
Curtis.
whoa, whoa. It's not a hypocrite. You needed to drop someone. I don't have to. They're
I
just
did
sitting
have to
there.
drop someone. Drew Brees was out there. Had to get him.
Yeah, exactly. If I had Drew Brees on the wire right now, believe
you-
me,
who you
Curtis
cutting?
Samuel's gone.
Okay, then.
I can find a receiver. Damian might take over if Shady gets hurt, so I got to wait for that. But yeah, no, Curtis is just not produced. DJ Moore has not been tremendous. Greg Olsen is bleh. Like they're just Christian McCaffrey is he's almost a black hole.
He's everything.
He's
for
a
them.
white hole.
That's why he's
He's
the
absorbing
MVP
everything.
candidate.
He'd be an MVP candidate if they were winning more games. If he's so good, why didn't he score on that 4th and goal against Tampa Bay in Week 2?
I don't know. They
Direct
should have.
snap to him, get in there.
Honestly, they should have went to Cam.
They shouldn't because Cam had a broken
I
foot.
don't care. If you're out there, play.
He literally took him out the play. They said, Cam, shift down to the right.
Yeah, which was stupid because then
It
we all
was a
knew what was
dump.
going on.
That's
We're like,
exactly
okay, it's going to CMC.
You're a great coach, Ron Rivera. Clown.
He's not the offensive coordinator.
He's the coach. He's the spirit of the team, and he's bad.
Speaking of terrible coaches,
Yeah,
listen to this matchup.
I'm nervous.
The Jets
Oh, no.
are going down south to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
What do you have the spread?
Before I say the spread, I just
Yeah.
want to say for the record again that I hate Sam Darnold. I was the one supporter of Sam Darnold.
You've been hyping this man. I had to listen to you all offseason talk about this guy.
Yeah, and I told everyone else. I said, if Sam Darnold is going to be that guy, this is a perfect year for him to jump, for him to pop. It's a sophomore jump. If he's going to become Aaron Rodgers, he's got to make that jump this year. And I said, I'm going to support him. I want to see it happen. He's got the running back he needs. He's got the receivers that he needs. Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder are solid receivers. If Aaron Rodgers had Robbie Anderson and Jamison Crowder, he'd be balling. And Demaryius Thomas is a third option.
But that's because he's Aaron Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. He's got good enough receivers. He's got the best running back in the league.
Whoa.
He's got plenty of opportunity, okay? If he's going to blow, this is the year. Let's do it.
He's not the best running back in the league.
And he played well against the Bills, should have won. They failed that game. Then he gets mono, and apparently mono takes your soul.
Yeah,
because,
man.
again, he's seeing ghosts after that. He's struggling against the Jaguars. He apparently is, you know what Kyle Allen does that I love if I'm a Christian McCaffrey owner, is he is not blind to 10 yards and in. Like, he's like, oh, there's a target right there wide open. Let me use the most talented guy on my team over and over again.
You don't blame Adam Gase?
Sam Darnold has the ball in his hand, and Le'Veon will be staring at him with the giant sign that says, throw it to me, I'm open, with no one around. And Sam looks at him, and he's like, nah, I think I'm going to go downfield to Demaryius, a.k.a. drop Marius, so he can drop another, 20-yard pass down the field. Or maybe, you know what, looks like Stephon Gilmore needs a pick. Let me throw one over here to him, too. Oh, Devin McCourty's up. Let me throw one over to him, too. Le'Veon, I see you, but I'm not going to. The one time he throws it to him, he stares him down and gets him teed off. You know what? Again.
The spread?
Okay. That being said, I like the Jets to win.
Oh,
Having said all that.
Spread.
And the spread on this game, man, I don't even know what to do. I mean, I'd put the Jets -3. They should be. They have the talent to be like -12. This team is -3 because of the worst coach and the worst quarterback on the East Coast.
You know what? You finally nailed one.
Of course I did. You know why? Because when you're angry, you can let the truth pour out. All right?
Okay. So the Jets cover, you said?
The Jets will cover then, yeah.
And who wins?
I got the Jets. Oh no, I said the Jets winning, and I got the Jets covering. This will do. I think there's an expression in Hebrew. It's like kisu, kosu, kasa. I think that's what it is, and it's like you really know a person, by their charity, by their when they're angry and when they're drunk. And I am angry at the Jets, and that is the truth of an opinion that came out, which is why I hit the spread right on the number. Please look for Le'Veon. I'm just asking. He's had 5 catches in the last 3 games. The best receiver in Pittsburgh for a decade, and he's had 5 catches in 3 games on this wretched team that can't get a first down.
I think this game becomes a shootout. I think this becomes a very entertaining game between Fitzpatrick and Sam Darnold. I think Fitzpatrick comes out on top. I'm picking the Dolphins to cover.
You know the Jets still have Adams, right? They didn't trade him to the Cowboys.
And to win. I'm picking the Miami Dolphins.
All right.
Miami Dolphins.
This is their first win.
Miami Dolphins.
So you don't think
Miami Dolphins #1. That's the song, right?
We're the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, something like that. Miami Dolphins. There's a slogan. They have a song. I mean, if you don't think the Dolphins are gonna go, winless the whole season, then this would be the one.
This is it.
This is one of them. They could have won last week. I mean, with Fitzpatrick at the helm, they have a chance. He's actually one of the best backups in the league. He's not Teddy Bridgewater, going to take you to a championship. He's just serviceable.
He's not safe. If he was safe with the ball, he would be.
Right. No, but he's willing to throw the ball. A backup that comes in and is willing to chuck it is a nice thing, and he's one of those. And so,
right, he's entertaining.
That's what you want. As a football fan, I'm like, we might win, we might lose, but at least we're going to find out quick. Mm-hmm. It's either a good day or a bad day.
He's going to be hyped. He's going to be running around. I love it.
Anybody on the Dolphins you trust? Preston Williams or Devontae Parker? Like I told you to trust one of them.
What are you talking about? I've been talking about Devontae Parker for weeks now.
Yeah, okay, well, I told you about
trust
Preston
Devontae Parker, and for the Jets, I trust Robbie.
What about Mark Walton?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have him in the league. I think I'm going to start Ronald Jones over him.
I would not start All right.
Coming off a bye.
The Tampa Bay, did they pick up a lineman? Did they do something special? I'm looking for Mark Walton to get a few checkdowns, honestly. That's kind of what I feel like his bread will be buttered. He would have 3 for 19 last week. But I think he had 6 targets or something.
It was bad. I didn't like it. And that was against the Steelers.
It was a weird game,
I was not
too.
impressed. Speaking of my boy Ronald Jones, by the way, I am also taking – I told you Miami. I'm taking Miami.
And the Jets, real quick, do you trust Jamison Crowder?
No, I like Robbie.
And that's it. Demarius is beating 9 targets a game.
I like Robbie, Darnold, and Le'Veon.
All right.
That's who I like.
You like Darnold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to start him possibly this week. The reason I say possibly because I just made a trade in this other league, PPR.
Right.
I traded away Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
And Hunter Henry. I have Waller.
Okay.
So I traded away Cortland Sutton and Hunter Henry for Juju Smith-Schuster and Kirk, family member.
I like Hunter Henry better than I like Juju right now.
I have Waller.
But I would run. Are you not allowed to run both?
I can.
I might have run both. Henry's been getting tons of targets. Again, my animus against the Steelers, so I'm probably not the right person to judge on it. Not to mention Juju beat me with his touchdown moss on Monday night in 2 leagues. So I'm actually against Juju again. So maybe it works out for you. Kirk Cousins, we'll see. I don't know how. You're the one who doesn't think it's going to last half the time. You didn't believe in the streak when I did.
I know, and that's why I got him. So,
all right.
Back to Ronald Jones. Tampa Bay are visiting 12th man.
Yep.
Who do you have?
Seattle winning. Got them up by 10. Seattle minus 10. This is their defense is sad, but their offense will come through.
They're minus 6.
Not enough. Seattle wins. Seattle covers.
It's a lot of that this week.
Yeah. This is easy. Vegas makes mistakes, and this is one of those weeks. Russell Wilson, great. He plays better when there's competition. And I mean that in the sense that, he's always the same guy, but if they're bad, then he doesn't try to force it. They'll just run Chris Carson for 700 times a game.
I'm taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks to cover.
What?
After coming off a bye week, they surprised my Rams a couple weeks ago. I'd take the Bucks to cover and the Seahawks to win.
Okay. I knew Jameis quarterback. You couldn't be picking him to win.
I hate that boy.
I knew you couldn't. I mean, he beat the Rams and your St. Louis, swag Rams. But, okay, fair enough.
You're starting Godwin. You're starting Evans. You're starting Carson. You're starting Russell. You're starting Lockett. And you're starting Metcalf.
I don't know if I'm starting Metcalf. They've got more, and that makes me nervous.
What a flex.
He had 2 what do you have, 2 catches last week?
Yeah, tuds.
And he also dropped a tud. I don't know if I could just trust that like that. And again, I think it'll be a shootout in a sense because I think Jameis is not afraid to throw. I don't think Jameis is afraid to throw the ball.
No, he's not. He should be sometimes.
So, I guess if you're in it's a bye situation. We're coming in that part of the season. Yes, Godwin, is he the number 1?
No, it's Evans.
All right.
Clearly Evans.
He was clearly the man last week, and when they should have won. But do they go back and forth? So this is the Godwin week?
I don't know how it works. I thought it was 2 games Godwin and 1 Evans.
Now we have no idea.
No.
So Jameis will find one and lock in on that one. You trust Brate?
No.
Yeah.
Trust? No.
Yeah.
I got the next game. I don't want to say I have. Who I have. The Detroit Lions are going to Oakland. Who do you have? No, what is the spread?
Expect Oakland to be favored probably by like 2. That'd be my guess.
That's accurate.
There it is. And I think I like Detroit to win.
Wait, the spread?
I like Detroit to win and Detroit to give me those 2 points.
Yeah, because that's a little weird. Detroit, they're getting points.
Yeah, that seems odd to me. I feel like they've played well. I feel like that young Matt Stafford has played really well.
I actually agree. I think Detroit wins. They cover the spread. They're coming in getting 2, and I think they win the game straight up. You're starting Galladay. Do you start Marvin Jones?
No, I don't start Marvin. This matchup is an easy one, which means Galladay will dominate. You save Marvin Jones for a difficult matchup. They got Chicago Nets next week in Chicago. Maybe that's the one you go with. I don't even want to start a Detroit running back. You spent all that money on Ty Johnson.
No.
I don't want McKissick. I don't want Johnson. I don't want anything.
What about Josh Jacobs for the Raiders? You starting him?
Start Josh Jacobs. I like Josh Jacobs. I actually thought he would be the LeGarrette Blount of this year. I was looking for about 15 touchdowns, like goal line dives.
Nah.
They're just not getting to the goal line enough.
And I'm guessing you're starting Waller, but you're starting Tyrell Williams as well.
Yeah, he's surprisingly effective, right? I mean,
I'm not surprised. He was good in with the Chargers.
He was good with the Chargers. He would catch occasional bombs with the Chargers.
Yeah,
he was sporadic.
That's what he's still good for.
Yeah, and as long as he's healthy, you start him. But he's surprising to me, the consistency.
Speaking of the Chargers, go Pack go!
Yep,
they're going to L.A.
Little
you know that stadium will be chanting "Go Pack Go."
Yes.
So the Packers are visiting the Chargers.
They should be about 8-point favorites.
Who's they?
The Packers should be about 8-point favorites. These dog Chargers have no business on the same field with a MVP candidate like Aaron Rodgers.
Devontae may play.
I hope he does not for one league. I have him in a league, and I'm done with that league. That league sucks, and I hate it because it was a whole lot of nonsense happened. They started the season wrong, but just midnight auction drafts starting while I was in the middle of other drafts. And people quit. It was some nonsense that got me stuck with Josh Allen at the beginning. But the point is, I picked Lamar Jackson late in the draft for my dollar bid, and their computer auto-selected somebody auto-bid me for 2 ahead of him, and I couldn't outbid anymore because ESPN sucks. Either way.
Quit with the hate. I love ESPN.
Whack. Yahoo's the way to go. The Chargers are garbage. I'm annoyed by that.
Oh, wait, by the way, were you sticking with that 10.5?
I said 8 by the Packers, and I would take I'd probably go Packers -6 if I was.
Packers are -3.5.
Pack, go. Aaron Jones is going to maul the Chargers. Aaron Rodgers is going to maul the Chargers.
Spread in and
yes, Packers win everything. They might win. They might get 2 W's for this one game. They own the Chargers. It'll be a home crowd for Packers. What do the Chargers have to look forward to? They can't run. They refuse to throw to Keenan Allen anymore. He's got like less than 50 yards in like 5 or 6 games in a row. It's just what do they have?
They have Melvin Gordon back. That's what they're happy about.
Yeah, and they refuse to use him consistently. It seems
touchdown.
Like he had his best run of the season. It was his best run of the season. Just they're I don't know. No.
They honestly should have traded that man and kept Austin.
They should have traded him from an offensive line. They should have paid him to start the year, and they would have had an extra W on their plate, and they could have been playing for something instead of losing in Detroit. But the Chargers going to charge. The Chargers will lose this game, and I'm glad for it. They fired their offensive coordinator because Ken Wisenhunt was the problem, apparently. That was the problem, not the GM or the strength and conditioning coach, and their 94 players on an IR.
Oh, this fire, man.
Unbelievable. I hope the Packers maul them. I will be cheering and with my cheese head on for Aaron Rodgers. I want about 6 tuds. That's what I'm looking for in this game.
Well, you know what? All this fire is reminding me of Baker Mayfield being disappointed with the reporter.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns are going to Mile High to take on the Denver Broncos.
Finally, the game we've been waiting on.
What are you talking about?
This is when you should have bought low on all your Cleveland Browns. Get ready for a resurgence.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking for Baker to go off this game.
What is the spread?
Oh, I like with the Broncos starting a rookie quarterback, Browns have to be favored probably by like 2, would be my guess.
3.5.
3.5. Okay, fair.
Browns are -3.5.
They're showing respect to Browns. Take the Browns. Give me those points. I'm not worried about it. I think this is a coming out game. People are talking about watch out for Odell. He's guarded by Chris Harris. Odell, the most talented receiver in the NFL, will cook Chris Harris for breakfast.
Browns winning as well.
Browns winning. I think Baker Mayfield goes for about 350 and 3 this game. I think Nick Chubb eats him alive. I think their defense plays well. This might be the best Browns game of the year. I like Cleveland in this game. I think this is a turnaround game for them. People keep telling me that this is the tough part of their stretch, that this is getting to be the meat of their season, all this nonsense. I don't want to hear that. The Browns are a talented team. We believed in them before the year. Bad things have started. They've struggled. They've had a tough schedule at San Francisco, at New England. Those aren't easy games. Get ready for a resurgence. I think they start now in Denver. Buy low on all the Browns. Buy Odell. Buy Chubb. Get ready for the Kareem Hunt return. You forgot about that. Buy Landry.
I forgot about that.
This is coming.
What I would say is I do not believe in so much into the Browns hype like you do, but I do not believe in a rookie quarterback, and I think the Broncos will constantly run the ball. They will get 3 and out, and the Browns will put up more points. So I picked the Cleveland Browns to cover and to win.
Yeah. Joe Flacco getting hurt on the last play of the game last week is the funniest thing ever. I told you that man quit.
Flacco's he can retire.
Way to sell Cortland Sutton just in time too. Well, way to get off that sinking ship just in time. Okay. Which Bronco running back do you trust the most?
Royce.
Really? Is it because he's getting touchdowns?
Yeah, that's the other reason why.
I have no particular care one way or the other. Yeah, I'm right with you. I trust Royce a little bit more. That's it. That's the only Bronco I'm starting as a flex at best.
The Sunday night matchup.
Ooh, who's Sunday night for me?
Maybe they'll be tested in your eyes. The defending Super Bowl champions are going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Oh, yes. This is finally.
A Sunday night game.
We saw when the schedule came out, I said they have 9 weeks before they face a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
We are finally here. We made it to week 9, and they finally get to play a playoff team.
I mean, the Bills may be a playoff team.
Well, no, I'm talking from last year. Last year, the Ravens made it because Lamar Jackson was great, although he couldn't throw. And this year, they will probably make it again. So this will be the first test.
Spread.
People are betting they love the Patriots, so the Patriots are probably favored by like 5.
-3.5.
Well, see, based on what I said, that would mean I should take the Patriots to win and to cover.
Exactly.
But I don't, because my prediction was based on what I thought the public would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think is going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
I think we finally see the fraud that is the New England Patriot defense when a team is not just handing them the ball 6 or 7 times a game. I think the Baltimore Ravens walk in there, win the game, take care of business. This is good. Let me ask you this question.
Wait. Walk in where? To home?
Yeah, no, walk into the game. I think they stomp in there and make a statement.
The Ravens, so they cover?
The Ravens cover.
And win.
The Ravens win. This is easy money. Lamar Jackson has played well this year. He hasn't played great. He started hot against bad teams. He's been just okay since then. This is where they make a stand. I think the Patriots' defense is fraudulent. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're as good as you think they are. And let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Tom Brady win a game for the Patriots?
I think you've asked me this question before. The Super Bowl.
When? The past Super Bowl when he threw for 1 pick and no touchdown?
No. The one where he came back and beat the
Atlanta Falcons.
Dirty Birds, yeah.
That's years ago. This man is done. D-U-N. Done. Over. It's over for Tom Brady. He's not been playing well. He's been carried by defense. It's easy to play when you're in the lead. Front runners are easy. I could finish off the end of a 4x4 of the Olympic team. Just give me the rock at the end, okay? If this game is tight, Brady's in trouble. You heard it here first.
You know the last time you talked like this about the Patriots taking on somebody, you know who that was before? What game that was for?
I hope it wasn't the Jets.
It was a Monday night game against the Jets, and you completely sold me on taking the Patriots, and then we saw what happened. I am completely sold yet again by you,
right,
to take the New England Patriots.
And rightly so.
To win and to cover.
That's the right decision. That's the right decision. Because I don't want you anywhere near this victory. I want full responsibility and full credit when it comes to fruition. This is the game where you make a stance. Ravens. What don't you like about Lamar Jackson's game? What can he not do beautifully?
I don't like his passing. He floats them. I don't really like it.
He floats them. Unbelievable. What's Brady out there doing? Zipping those 7-yard passes?
Oh, it ain't pretty, but they're winning. Last game, the Monday night matchup, the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
Are going to MetLife Stadium to take on the G-Men.
Right. This is back-to-back games in MetLife, isn't it, this week? Or is it the Jets are going to Miami?
Yeah, they are. Jets are flying to Miami.
Yeah.
So what is the spread?
Cowboys should be favored by about 7.
Exactly, nailed it.
Yep, that sounds right. I
So
like
then
Cowboys
what?
to win.
Cowboys to
I
cover.
like the Cowboys to cover. I like Zeke to give me about $125 on the ground, 1 touchdown because Dak won't hand it off to him probably. Some stupid play action to Witten will screw me over. Amari will play well. Gallup will play well. Giants side, please use Evan Ingram. Saquon, I don't know. I don't know what to do with Saquon.
You start him.
Oh, no, of course you're starting. I'm just saying I don't know what to make. I think he's been overproducing. I don't think their team is as good as his numbers would reflect, which I guess
like
is just
that last year. What are you talking
indicative
about?
of how good he is.
Yeah, that's how good he was. If he went to if he went to the Texans, watch out.
Oh, man. You remember when the rumors were swirling that Le'Veon was about to get traded? And I was just like, thank heavens. Absolutely thank heavens. This is a wonderful, wonderful day. Possibly going to Texans, possibly going to the Chiefs. Those were the front runners.
Yeah, neither happened.
Yeah. That's
How do you think
unfortunate.
how do you think it was this time? You going through the picks, how do you feel?
I feel good.
How was it? Was it tough at all?
A couple games are tricky. It is a constant reminder that you fade the public. You fade the public. When everyone believes one thing, you go the opposite direction.
But that's what I did.
Well, no. You just went against me, it seems like. I feel like I did more, heavy lifting in this one. Without question. Heavy lifting in this one. And honestly, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I probably get about 14 of these right.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't be surprised if I got about 14. Sometimes you need what's called a confidence pick, and that's what this is. This is a strong confidence pick. Now, there are a couple that I went on the limb on.
But there are only 13 matchups, man.
Hey, there it is. Then whatever the 14 out of 16 ratio would have been. What was that, 12? 11 out of 13? I wouldn't be surprised.
You're going to get 11 right.
I wouldn't be shocked. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and hopefully I get all 13 right. That'd be the best case scenario.
And the worst, you get them all wrong.
Yeah, that's possibly the worst.
Yeah. Well, let's just throw that out there.
All right. Well, and any last things that you wanna throw out for the fans as you?
No, man. I'm excited for the week. Let's get started. NFL's great.
NFL is great.
No, man. I'm going to win this week.
You're gonna fall. We should have like a Mountain Dew on this.
Bet. Mountain Dew it is.
Mountain Dew.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.